let's work on the inside of page 1. Okay, so we're going to be working on the flap. So we've got we have got the frame that we can load whatever we want to load in there. We can have more than one photo as well. You can switch them out. So we're going on to the inside of page 1. So I have already cut these, and I have written it down somewhere. This one is 12 inches, and I've scored it 6 inches, and it's 12 inches by 5 inches. And this one is 10 inches by 7 inches, so 10 inches by 7 inches, and I've scored it 5 inches. And what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to pop it down, but before I do that, I'm going to mat it with DBV 32093. So we're using the back of the frangipani, and I'm going to have to use this one because I'm going to use it on this side as well, and I've already got it so it's going long ways, and I don't think I can change it over. No, I had cut it to fit that way. Okay, so this is 10 inches, it's 5 inches across, so I'm just going to cut, it's 5 inches by 7 inches, just getting the big so it's 10 inches by 7 inches, that's 5 inches. I'm going to cut this to 5 1/4. I'm going to keep those, and then I'm going to cut this to 7 1/4. So let's just put that arm out. Okie dokie. Let's just stick these on there. Right, and we're going to stick the flap down, but we are only going to stick it along the top and along the bottom, and we'll see why now. Just double check I've got more than enough space. So I'm going to use a 6mm, sorry, not a 6mm, a 1/2 inch tape. Oh, can't use those scissors. Ah! Piece along the bottom and a piece along the top, and all we're doing here really is making it a little more interactive. Okay, remember, if you want to chalk, you would chalk whatever you're chalking. I don't like it. Chalk the death out of my first lot of photos. Sometimes I'll chalk just to add. Alright, and I'm sticking it straight onto that little wood piece, which there's not a whole heap sticking out. Okay, then with this, I'm going to stick down. Oh, second time, and this time I've ruined the paper. Coming in with this little chap, and this little guy's going over here, and I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm using the text, the script that's at the bottom here. I'm leaving it also so that you could see the seagull. Okay, that's going in there. Now this little guy is now being made so that it can go in and it can go across, so we can either do it like so and put a little closure, which I'm thinking of doing, or we can just pop it in behind. So if it's journaling, it can just be popped in behind. If you don't want anybody to read it, you can even cut it shorter, but then you've got space for 1, 2, 3 photos here plus you have that. So super simple. This side we're going to make a little bit more difficult, because we are going to hide the hinge. So let's get the hinge onto here. So we want the hinge to be, that looks like about 3/8 of an inch down. Okay. And all I'm going to do is kind of make a mark, 3/8 of an inch roughly. And just I'm eyeballing it, so I'm looking at it straight there and I'm looking at it straight there, and I'm just going to use my pencil to mark. That's where it's going to stop. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut a tiny slit out. And literally I'm just cutting, I don't even know how much it is, 1/2 mil. Okay, so the thinnest little slit, because I'm going to put that through here like so and fold it over. So when you lift it, there's no hinge. Alright. So let's take this, let's add my tape. So we're adding the 1/2 inch tape to the wrong side, to the smooth side, to the, okay. Making sure that it's all nice and straight, level. Gosh, it's giving me grief, isn't it? Okay, and stick over. So I've now got the flap. And we can stick it down. So it's got a small brown sugar mat. And if you'd like to, you can add glue. Okay, so we've got the flap, we've got the mat underneath. And we've got the page here. So I'm not going to stick that down because I'm not too sure if I love it yet. I think when it's finished it might need an extra something. So I'm just going to leave it ready to go, and then I will add at a later stage. I don't know whether I want to add another or I thought I had put something here. Anyway, it's a problem with when you're prepping and then not making it straight off. Okay, so that's the inside of page 1. Leaving page 2 for now and 3, and then moving on to page 4. So with page 4 I had left this open and I had these visions of sticking things in and flapping and whatever, and then I decided against it. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to seal the page because I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to create a different sort of waterfall. So I've kept these little guys out. And if I remember correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have 8. I have no idea why that one's been taped on the wrong side. No idea why that one's been taped on the wrong side. Because, I mean, why would I tape it on the wrong side? Right. So this one we've scored at 5 3/4, 5 3/4, 5 3/4, 5 3/4, 5 3/4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing pieces. 6, 7. I don't know whether I've dropped it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 8 of them. Okay, let's just stick with oh, I know why I had taped them. I know why. Right, let's just stick with 6. So I'm just going to pull the tape off this one. So normally what I do is I put my glue undo on the wrong side so that it moistens the tape and it comes off super easy. So because it's on the wrong side, if you do it on the right, on the side, of course it didn't work with that one because I'm showing you. If you do it on the other side where the tape is, it makes the top come off and then the sticky residue is often still there. But if you do it from this side, you literally can peel off the tape. So just a little bit of useless information. Okay, we are going to tape these on the right side in a 1/2 inch section or area created by the score line. These seem to be ever so slightly thinner. So what I'm going to do is use this one that we took the tape off. These 4 seem to be the same and these 2 seem to be just a very slightly bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to leave those there like so. We're going to pick up our album. And we're going to create a double waterfall. Right, so to try and get it level and to try and get it right, I'm going to have all my wits about me. So there is a line on the page, so I'm going to use that line to help guide me. Gosh, the wind has all of a sudden come up. It was supposed to be 35 degrees today, and then it said change of plan, and it said it was going to get windy at noon, which it has. But man, it's like pretty hectic out there, and half the garden's flying in again. Okay, so this one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave a bigger space here. Okay, and I'm going to try and line these up. It's the only thing when you're doing like two of something. It looks like it's pretty level. We're going to come in and we're going to pop the second page on top of the first. And the third one on top. So for here, you could use as many pages as you need. If you need more pages, you definitely have space to add another 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could add way more than I've got here. I don't know why I put this one away. Okay, remember I had said I'd cut 8, and for some unknown reason I didn't have 8, but there's 8. I think I prefer 8. So I will cut extra and add them. It's always nice to have space for beach photos. Okay, so that's that side done. Then what I thought of on this side was to use frame for a main photo. Kind of like the idea of also having the top here, the top one with a frame, and then to use these frames on the side. Now this can be a little off-putting not having a mat behind it, so my suggestion is that you just pop in the photo mats. Let's just see how we can do this. Let's chop them. Should be able to cut it a little bit longer than I'd marked, but I think that was a bit of a mistake. Okay, so that fits in there. I left this out. This one should be able to fit on here, and it does. I think it looks rather nice. Of course, we don't have anything underneath this one. Let's look for an offcut, which we've got heaps of. Let's just cut this to 4.5 by 4.5, but nothing, no. And I think by the time we've added some embellishing and stuff, we've still got a really cool interactive page on this side, and on this side we've got a static page, and they all work, so they'll all tie in. So I'll come back once I have decided how I'm going to finish this, whether I'm going to put another one or two or whatever. I'll come back and finish that. So that is page 3, 4 and 5. Maybe we should just stick these. Because then at least they're in place and they can't get damaged. Actually was thinking of raising them, and then I've decided against it because we've got this on this side. We've only got a 5/8 of an inch gap. It might get to the stage where it is too thick. So if we didn't have that on that side, I would have raised this one. Always so many decisions to make. Also thought it would look quite nice having something along there, but too late because I've stuck that, although I can undo it. I have turned these into little pockets, just because my mind is ticking over and I might want to add something, and if I have sealed the top, then I cannot use it as a pocket. There's such amazing lasers and stuff, like really, really cool lasers and stuff. So that is page 4 and 5 stuck. It's the embellishing now that has to come. I know these are going to be great for like where we've got things to pull. We have got page, how's that one out? We have got page 6 to do, so we're going to make a another one of the frames, and then we've got the inside of page 60D. So let's finish this video now.